4:30 a.m., our satellites detected a storm approaching the Ares 3 mission site on Mars. The storm had escalated to severe, and we had no choice but to abort the mission. But during the evacuation, astronaut Mark Watney was killed.
So this movie is full of science, it's full of humor, it's got a little bit of disco on the side. But what really struck me is how completely unflappable Mark Watney is.
Yeah, and that's all from the book, really. Andy Weir, the author of the book, came up with this character.
I have no way to contact NASA or my crewmates, but even if I could, it would take 4 years for another manned mission to reach me. And I'm in a hab designed to last 31 days. So, in the face of overwhelming odds, I'm left with only one option. I'm gonna have to science the hell out of this.
And it really came from, he kind of asked this question, like, well, could a highly trained, could the right person basically survive on Mars for an extended period of time if they did everything right and got somewhat lucky? And then he kind of based everything in science from there. So it's all really based in fact, but at the center of it is this character who's pretty unflappable.
Houston, be advised.
We've got a video message. It's directed to the whole crew.
Play it.
Mein Gott.
You have a fantastic ensemble cast. What was it like working with them?
Well, I met half of the cast here at the film festival. I hadn't met them because obviously I'm on my own for a lot of the movie. So I got to work with Jessica and Michael and Kate and a few of them, but this is one of the best casts I've ever been a part of, and I didn't work with half of the cast. So that was a very new type of experience, you know.
We filmed it in kind of 3 different parts, which is that sort of NASA part with JPL, the Jet Propulsion Lab, and then there's the ship, which Jessica Chastain's commander of, and then there's Matt. So that was all filmed at different times, you know. So we could only really relate to the people that we were relating to when we were doing the NASA stuff, and but with the concept that this was part of a wider community that we're trying to get this guy back, you know, off Mars. And so that sense of community, I guess, that sense of society, which is what's sort of appealing about the film, I think.
We left him behind. Let's go get our boy.
There was a great rally around one thing, to save one person. And you see, what I was taken away with the movie, not only the diversity of the cast, but the whole world coming together as one to save one person.
This is something NASA rejected. So we're talking mutiny. And if we mess up the supply rendezvous, we die. If we mess up the Earth gravity assist, we die.
Can you talk a little bit about the training? Because I know, I mean, you're obviously in zero gravity, but you weren't in real life when you were filming it.
No, we did a lot to make it look like we had zero gravity. I had 4 wires on, and of course a team of people on the pulley system. I was in no control of my movement, so this is something that we rehearsed for weeks before, and they would kind of map out what they wanted me to do, and then I had to make it look like all the movement that they were leading me to, I was initiating. But I can't really like push off because then you swing on the wires, which doesn't look like zero gravity. So it was a lot of work to do all of that.
It's space. It doesn't cooperate. I guarantee you that at some point, everything's gonna go south on you.
It's a very uplifting, very optimistic movie. And that was, I think, why, you know, all of us who made it wanted to put it out into the world right now. It's a kind of a grim time with headlines out there, and so this is a nice message and energy to put out. The value of one life and the courage of these people who do this type of stuff, it's a nice thing to have out there, I think.
Is it possible that he's still alive?